Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. My name is Kelsey, and today we are doing a pick a card reading, a little bit different vibe, a little bit different setup. But we are just going to look at what messages Spirit has for you today. We have 3 different groups to choose from, and I'll be showing you each group here in just a moment. I do invite you to hit that like button, to share this video with anybody who you feel might connect with these messages, and consider subscribing if you feel called to do so. And come along on this journey with me while I find myself, while we go on this adventure together. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. I am going to be doing 3 different groups, like I said, and then I also have some oracle cards that I will just be drawing from intuitively for each pile. Okay, so starting off here, group number 1, we have the Merlin Tarot. Group number 2, we have the Universal Tarot. And group number 3, we have the Spirit Song Tarot. Okay, so go ahead, take your time, really feel out which deck is calling to you, which number, which vibe is calling to you the most right now. And again, we are looking at messages from Spirit, but if you have a specific question or advice that you're looking for, definitely feel free to hold that within you, within your heart, while you are making your decision. Okay, so I will have the timestamps to the beginning of each reading in the description box below, as well as in the pinned comment. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pause the video if you still need a moment, and I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 1. Hello, my beautiful group number 1, those of you that chose deck number 1 here with the Merlin Tarot. This reading is for you, and I would like to invite you to further tune into the energy of this reading, to further connect to Spirit and to resonate more so with this reading. I will invite you to meditate with me. So I'm going to do a short silent meditation, and I'm just going to hold the intention for me to bring the messages that you need to hear the most right now. And I invite you to do the same, or to, hold any questions or intentions or anything that you may be seeking or looking for within you. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath. If you do not wish to join me in this meditation, you can skip ahead, or I also have the timestamp down below. Okay, so let's take a deep breath and close our eyes. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and come back and come into your reading. Starting off, group number 1, there is an energy of kind of keeping score in regards to something. So this could be keeping score in a relationship, like what you've done versus what they've done, or in, you know, some sort of family dynamic. I'm just really picking up on keeping score. I also picked up on the number 22 and the message to lift your head up. I was seeing somebody walking like down the street or walking somewhere and looking straight down at their own feet, like keeping your head down. And sometimes that's necessary, but in order to be able to like know where you're going, especially if group number 1, if you're looking for clarity, if you're looking for direction, there's a need to like look in front of you instead of looking straight down or behind you. And last but not least, there is a lot of tension in the jaw and kind of neck area for group number 1. So there may be like some anger or aggression that you're holding on to, that may come out in your words or the way that you speak to somebody or the way that you speak to other people in some way, shape, or form. Or you may find that you clench your jaw or like grind your teeth. And Spirit's wanting to bring attention to that because that's trying to tell you something. It's trying to show you where you're biting your tongue, where you're holding back your anger, where you're suppressing something. Your anger is telling you something. Your anger is showing you where maybe you're not meant to be, or where you're not being fulfilled, or where you're not being met with love, or where you're not meeting yourself with love. So there's a need to maybe journal about that, or really try to become aware of when this happens. What is it that you're doing, or what is it that you're putting yourself into, or like forcing yourself to do that you really truly don't want to, or really truly feel like you shouldn't have to, or however that might come through for you. All right, group number 1. Well, let's go ahead and get into your tarot and see what messages your guides have for you at this time. For group number 1, please. What does group number 1 need to know? What does group number 1 need to know? Okay. Starting off, we have the 7 of Pentacles. And there's something about this card here that's really telling me that you are very closely keeping an eye on, again, score is coming through here, like very closely keeping an eye on like every favor you've ever done for everybody in your life, or every little way that you've helped somebody out, or that you've done something. There's something here about reciprocation, or like expecting reciprocation, or maybe even feeling taken advantage of in the past, that's causing you to kind of overcompensate for that now. As well as group number 1, Spirit wants you to know that like what I'm hearing is like a watched pot doesn't boil. So like if you're staring at something or like waiting for something to happen, Spirit is saying like find a way to maybe free your mind. Like there's something here where it's like you're getting in the way of your own blessings, of your own abundance. Interesting. We also have Justice coming out, which again leads me to that reciprocation energy here, like this need for somebody to pay you back, this need for somebody to maybe recognize what you've done, or like this idea that that everything needs to be paid back. Like there's something here about a debt needing to be paid. And I feel like group number one, due to maybe past circumstances, I do heavily feel like this is connected to a past connection or relationship. That may not be true for all of you. It could be a current situation, but it does come through in the past as well, where it's like this relationship where maybe you feel you carried all of the weight, or you maybe carried all of the financial burden or all of the stress, however that may have came through for you. But it's like now in your present day, you're holding that past experience against the people that are presently in your life, expecting them to maybe make up for or overcompensate for what you experienced in the past. And like there's this energy of holding back, or this energy of keeping track or keeping score, or it's just like not doing things out of the goodness of your heart or because it's the right thing to do. It's like doing things out of expectation of reciprocation. And this is, I feel, solely based out of kind of past trauma in relationships that is coming forth to be addressed now. And then these two cards fell out of the deck. So I feel like these may be something that you are maybe avoiding, or that you're not able to see clearly. But let's go ahead and see. We have the World. Yeah, there is a cycle trying to close here, but it's like you're avoiding it because you're too busy staring at whatever this is, whatever maybe somebody owes you, or whatever you know, maybe you would have had you not given it away, or had you not invested in somebody else. But there's something here about a cycle wanting to close, or like a new chapter wanting to begin, but because you're not open to that right now, because you're too fixated on watching something, waiting, like watching your bank account, watching like constantly refreshing some kind of page, waiting maybe for something to sell or something like that. There's something here about being like hyper fixated on this Seven of Pentacles that's blocking you from closure and from continuation. We also have the Ace of Cups. There is new love trying to come in here. A new chapter, a new emotional status, a new relationship status, a new way of being. But again, it's like fixated on trying to receive justice or compensation from the past, and it's blocking whatever this is for you. Some of you guys, it's a new relationship. Some of you guys, it's healing. Some of you guys, it's a new kind of emotional state, like no longer being angry, or no longer being stuck in this energy of like debt. There's something about like debt to income ratio here coming in very strongly for group number one. Okay. Let's pull some more cards. We have the Six of Wands. So I feel like group number one, in order to succeed, in order to overcome these challenges or this conflict, especially when it comes to, like, I feel like for a lot of you guys, this has to do with finances in a relationship. That's really what's coming forth here. Finances in a relationship. Maybe even some of you guys maybe went through a divorce where you had to pay an excessive amount of money, or like you lost your life savings, or like, you know, that typical I'll take half kind of situation here, where maybe whatever this was, the other person never even contributed. They just took half when they left. That it's like that kind of energy, and it's like there's a wound there that is really keeping you from being able to open up. But that's really what you're being asked to do. There's something here about needing to heal your perception of wealth. Not so much like you look at money as a bad thing, or not so much like you look at love like a bad thing, but there is something here about needing healing in regards to like your perception of give and take in a relationship now. You may find yourself becoming very almost competitive in relationships, even like, well, like competing to see who can make more money or who contributes more. And that could come through that way for some of you guys as well. That could definitely be that kind of keeping score energy. There's some kind of competitive energy here. You may also be like subconsciously forcing this new love interest or this new person or this new connection in your life to kind of prove themselves, especially financially, or you may test them in some way, shape, or form. And Spirit wants you to know that that's coming from past energies that needs healing. We have the Three of Cups. There is a need for celebration here. Some of you guys may be finalizing a divorce or finalizing some sort of separation or some sort of ending, some sort of court case coming in here very strong, where it's going to create a lot more stability in your life. And it's almost like cause for celebration. With this Three of Cups, some of you guys may have been cheated on in the past, and that may be kind of contributing to this need for other connections to prove themselves or to prove that they're worthy. There's a lot of energy surrounding worth and value here. Let's pull some oracle cards, group number 1, and see what else Spirit wants you to know right now. Group number 1, what else does Spirit want you to know right now? We have Archangel Zadkiel with self-acceptance, compassion, and forgiveness. Yeah, there is a need for self-compassion for sure, as well as forgiveness. And this doesn't necessarily mean forgiving this person that maybe caused, like, it was almost, I'm hearing collateral damage. Like there was something that you guys went through that really rocked your foundation that somebody else was tied to, whether it be a marriage, a relationship, a business partner, somebody that just really took advantage of you, somebody maybe even stole something from you that was worth a lot. But there is a need for forgiveness, a need for releasing of the past, and that is an act of self-compassion. It is an act of self-love to not be living in this constant state of aggression or assertion or almost like this constant state of being in this like judge position. For some of you guys, it may feel a lot like survival mode, even like being stuck in survival mode. And a big part of this is because you're looking for that threat. You're looking for who's going to take from you next, or who's going to, you know, take advantage of you next. And there is a need to really release that, to allow yourself to let go, instead of being stuck in this energy of, well, they took from me. They did take from you. It's true. But what I'm hearing is like, whatever that was isn't going to come back by you just standing here staring at the empty space, or staring at whatever they took, or telling yourself, well, you know, if I still had this, I'd be able to do this. What else does Spirit want you to know, group number 1? We have the Magician and the Mirror. So there's a need for some reflection here, group number 1. A need for some self-love, a need to kind of look at self instead of looking at the past, or looking at what happened. There's a need to come back to self here, a need to call your power back, because right now, whatever this is that you're staring at, whether it got taken, whether it got separated, whether you got taken advantage of, whatever this is here that you're so fixated on is holding all of your power. Or whomever took this is holding your power, because you're giving it to them, because that's where all of your attention is at. There's a need to shift attention here. We have spiritual retreat host. You're being called to explore hosting spiritual events or retreats to promote clarity and complete renewal. So for some of you guys, there's a need for meditation, a need for retreat, a need for vacation, a need to step away from whatever it is that you're so fixated on. For some of you guys, there's been something calling you, but you haven't allowed yourself to go, maybe because of money. You're being called to. It's showing up for a reason. I don't want that deck. We also have the first chakra with Archangel Michael. Yeah, your foundation. There's a need to really focus on your foundation, on your ability to feel safe, on ancestral work for some of you guys, but your stability, your security. Okay, I feel like for a lot of you guys, there was something that happened that really impacted or shook that foundation, or your kind of idea of security or stability, and you're being asked to kind of rebuild that foundation, to allow yourself to come out of survival mode. That's what the first chakra is. It's our stability, but also kind of our primal energy, our instincts, our ancestors, our family, our possessions, especially our like heirlooms, or things that were passed down, or things that hold a lot of sentimental value, or things that we hold very dear to us. There's something here, group number 1, where Spirit really wants you to focus on coming out of survival mode, and to do that, maybe meditation, maybe retreat, maybe vacation, stepping away, removing yourself from some sort of environment, some sort of situation. maybe even some sort of community or relationship or friend group that maybe triggers you. There's a need to recognize where your triggers are here, because your triggers, your anger, when you bite back your words, when you find yourself clenching your jaw or grinding your teeth, there's a need to recognize what your root chakra is trying to tell you there. It's trying to show you where you're being triggered at. Okay, group number 1, let's go ahead and pull you one more card here, group number 1. One final message for my beautiful souls that tuned into this reading. We have contract. I really feel like group number 1, there was something here, some sort of, you know, maybe a contract ending, a marriage ending, a contract being broken, a breach of contract. However this comes through for you, a court case finally being settled. Maybe you got hurt due to malpractice or neglect, or maybe there was an accident of some sort. However this comes through for you, there's an ending to this contract, to this case. It may have been a karmic contract for some of you guys as well. I do get that with the World card, like a closure of a karmic cycle, along with this coming to a close in the physical world. I feel a lot of you guys that this is like court case related. Maybe it's finalizing a divorce, maybe it's settling some sort of court case, or coming to some sort of agreement about what kind of compensation you're going to receive for the damages that you have assessed from whatever happened here. Okay, group number 1. But this is what I'm seeing for my beautiful souls that chose this pile. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please hit that like button, as it truly does help to support the channel and helps to get this reading out to other people who may resonate. So with all of that being said, group number 1, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for you. Thank you so very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number 2, those of you that chose the Universal Rider-Waite Tarot here. This reading is for you, and we are looking at what messages Spirit has for you at this time. So starting off here, group number 2, I am going to invite you to join me in a quick kind of 1-minute meditation, silent meditation here, to better tune into this energy and this reading, to help you better resonate and to help you better receive the messages that are going to come through for you today. If you choose not to participate in the meditation, I do have the timestamp below for the beginning of your reading as well, so you can skip ahead. Okay, so group number 2, let's go ahead and get into the meditation. We're going to start by taking a deep breath. We're going to close our eyes, and we're really going to tune into ourself and into the universe and into the messages that are coming forth for us today, okay? Okay, group number 2, we're going to start coming back. And we're going to tune into your reading here. Starting off, we're going to talk a little bit about what just came up during that meditation. So there was a couple of things. First of all, I heard reflection, and then it went straight to Snow White, the mirror on the wall. And I feel like group number 2, you guys may have a lot of people around you that maybe even are a little bit envious. There may be people around you that talk about you, that maybe even gossip, or there may be some drama regarding you. And what I was picking up on is it has to do with how natural certain things come to you, how naturally good at certain things that you are. And it may upset people around you. I also heard the song Hold On by Good Charlotte that I used to listen to when I was like 14, and it's like, hold on if you feel like letting go. Hold on, it gets better than you know. Don't stop walking, you're one step closer. Don't stop searching, it's not over. Those are the lyrics specifically that I heard, and I know it's not the best voice in the world, but that's what I heard. So that may mean something to you guys, or maybe search that song up and listen to it. Let's go ahead and get into your cards, okay? Group number 2. What does group number 2 need to hear today? Group number 2, please. We have the 9 of Swords. There's a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleeplessness. You may be struggling with sleep. You may be overthinking and being very much so in your head, especially in regards to how other people perceive you. So group number 2, you guys may be my people pleasers. You know, you may be very concerned about how other people view you, or whether or not somebody likes you right now. But a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of overthinking, being very much in the mental body. We also have the 10 of Wands, group number 2. It feels very heavy, you know, it feels like an uphill battle. It feels like you're putting way too much on yourself, group number 2. Way too much on yourself. You don't have to carry the weight of the world. It's not yours to carry. It feels like you're working way too hard. It feels like you take on a lot of responsibility that's not yours to take on, group number 2. We also have the 10 of Swords coming out in reverse. So it's time to put this weight down. It's time to stop taking on the weight of the world. It's time to stop people pleasing. It's time to stop trying to make everybody happy. You can't make everybody happy, group number 2. It's impossible. There is no way to, you know, and it's funny because this is the Universal Tarot. And I was just about to say, like, there is no way to be universal. There is no way to be everybody's cup of tea. And it feels like you are sabotaging yourself, or sacrificing yourself, or losing yourself trying to make other people happy. And a lot of you guys try to make other people happy by helping them, by taking on work that is theirs to do, by like overburdening yourself, burning yourself out, trying to lighten their load. And I feel like with that reflection energy, group number 2, a big part of that has to do with your own kind of spirit, your own soul calling for help, calling for you to lighten the load. So whatever it is that you continuously are trying to do for other people is really you misinterpreting the messages from your own soul, saying, this is what I need. This is what I need, not this is what they need, or this is what will make them like me. You need to lighten the load, okay? Wow, and then we have the Five of Swords, group number 2. And this is again kind of giving me this vibe of other people maybe being jealous, this gossip, this drama, people talking behind your back, or maybe you kind of being paranoid that people are talking behind your back. Being very hard on yourself, group number 2. Being very hard on yourself. And I feel like there's this perception that like everybody else deserves more than you, that it's okay if somebody takes more than their fair share and leaves you with none, or leaves you with very little. That's not okay. There is a conflict within you right now because it's not okay. Your mind is telling you that it's fine because you want these people to accept you. You want these people to, you know, invite you in. You want these people to like you, but your soul is saying no. And that's where this internal conflict is coming in. Your soul is saying no, no more. It's time for boundaries. It's time for self-respect. It's time for freedom. It's time for lifting this weight, whatever this weight is for you, okay? No more letting people walk all over you. No more allowing people to stab you in your back and you being like, oh, that's all right, I probably deserved it. Or that's all right, I should, you know, do more for you so that you don't do that again. No. We then have the Nine of Cups, personal fulfillment. It's time to pour into yourself. It's time to pour into yourself, group number 2. And then we also have the Two of Wands coming out in reverse. This is saying stop. Stop searching for the answers in other people. Stop searching for the love and the acceptance in other people, and start looking inward and start filling your own cup. Stop running away from yourself. Group number 2, this may be where this started, was like this need for escape, this need to get away from yourself, this need. If you're in a state of self-avoidance, even if it's a very subconscious state of self-avoidance because of the way you were raised or because of your past, or however that might come through for you, and it's like a subconscious pattern now, you avoid yourself by taking on everybody else's burdens. And it's like your soul is coming out here saying, no, no more. We're not going to do this anymore. Wow. The bottom of the deck, subconscious energy, we have the Star. It's time for healing. It's time for finding your way back to yourself. It's time for finding your own path. It's time for being your own hero. Okay? Let's pull one more. Okay. Let's pull one more tarot card here for group number 2. We have the Seven of Wands. There's definitely something here, you guys, about feeling very overwhelmed, feeling very much so like you have to constantly fight your way through life. And I feel like Spirit here is saying, group number 2, that it's time to stop fighting against the world, stop fighting for the world, stop fighting for everybody else, and start giving to yourself, okay? Let's go ahead and pull some oracle messages for group, all right, group number 2. We have love. Love, a steadfast embrace of the heart, flows through and from you at all times, for all time. Okay? Flows through and from you. Learning how to love yourself is super important. And I know that sounds super cliche, but that's really what's coming through here. We also have manifestation. Turn desires into reality by activating the power of manifestation. What have you been denying yourself, group number 2? Out of this idea that somebody else needs it more, or out of this idea that it's selfish, or that you don't deserve it, or whatever it is that has been keeping you from your own desires. It's time to give that to yourself. You deserve it, group number 2. You deserve it. Okay? Okay, so we have here, oh, there's 2 here. All right, we have here Akashic Records. You're being called to explore the Akashic Records to provide powerful insights and guidance. So tuning into that kind of universal consciousness for answers, for guidance. We also have astrology. You're being called to explore astrology to gain deeper insights revealed by planetary positions for a deeper understanding of the soul's journey. And we saw that with the star card coming up subconsciously here. The star is the sign for Aquarius, but I also really picked up on the North Node when we were looking at that card. So looking into any 11th house placements or Aquarius placements or Uranus placements, and your North Node placements may bring a lot of insight to you. We also have I'm going to show it to you because I don't know how to pronounce this word. Okay? And it says, you're being called to explore healing with treatments to help bring internal purification for balance. Internal purification. Inward. There's a need, big need to turn inward here, group number 2, okay? We then have past life guides. There's definitely something here with your connection to guides and ancestors and the Akashic records in your past lives and things like that. This here says karmic lessons and present assistance. Don't be scared to ask for help. As well as I feel like group number 2, there's something here about help coming in, help coming, like going to be offered to you in some way, shape, or form. Whether that be like you needing to delegate or somebody coming in saying, you know, how can I help? Or maybe financial assistance coming through in some way, shape, or form. That could also be connected to that manifestation energy. We have appreciation, self-appreciation, okay? You may be looking for that appreciation or that validation from the people that are okay with you bleeding out to better serve them. Stop it. We also have storm warning. When you start pulling your energy back, people get mad. People talk. People get bitter. And I feel like Spirit's trying to tell you that, like, just be prepared for that. And it's okay. Let them. Let them be better. Let them be bitter. Let them be mad. It's not your responsibility to fix that. And then we have the Sun. Joy, happiness, wealth, optimism, health, healing, confidence, self-esteem. All coming back when you can kind of allow yourself to let go of all of the weight of trying to please other people or trying to achieve some sort of validation for whatever reason. Let's pull you one final message, group number 2. One final message for my beautiful souls that chose group number 2. Some of you guys could have came into this reading asking about a certain relationship, or asking if somebody cares about you or if somebody is in love with you. And for some of you here, not for everybody, there is a need to recognize that whoever this is here because of what you give them. Whether it be a friendship, whether it be a family member or a romantic connection, whatever it is, it's just there's something here for some of you guys. And if this message is for you, you know who it is, okay? You don't have to try to make this message fit. If it doesn't fit, then let it go. But there is some people here where there's somebody in your life that is taking, and you're giving and doing more and trying to please them and trying to make them happy and trying to get them to choose you. And your guides are saying, stop. Okay? Stop. Lastly, we have kinship, community, and your group. Yeah, there is a huge, huge message here, group number 2, about being very mindful of who you allow in your space, in your energy, and in your life. Being very mindful of who you give to, and not forgetting to give to yourself. So I do feel like for a lot of my group number 2s here, there's a need for reevaluating your company, or even if it's just one person. Your guides really want you to know that it's not okay for you to sacrifice all of your time, energy, and resources and emotional well-being to try to gain somebody's love, affection, friendship, validation, whatever it is, okay? But this is what I'm seeing for my beautiful group number 2. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for you. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please hit that like button, as it truly does help to support the channel. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this reading. Consider subscribing if you feel called to do so. And I thank you so incredibly much for joining me here today. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number 3. Those of you that chose deck number 3 here, this reading is for you, and we are going to start our session here with a little short 1-minute meditation to better tune into the energy of this reading. If that's something you choose to do with me here. If not, you can find the timestamp down below to skip ahead. I do encourage you to join in to better kind of resonate or connect to the energy of this reading, but it is totally up to you. It is going to be a silent meditation for you to, ask what you want, any questions or any intentions, or to just really tune in and see what guidance or downloads may come in. Okay, so let's go ahead and start by taking a deep breath. Closing our eyes and tuning in. going to come back and we're going to tune into our reading here. Let's talk a little bit about what I just received. Group number 3, there's something here about sensory. You may really be experiencing a lot of like sensory overload, or Spirit may actually want you to know, group number 3, that tuning into especially your physical sense of touch, and finding things that, or certain materials or certain things that can calm like your nervous system is something that I'm picking up on here. That's interesting. You know, maybe very soft things, or being very mindful of dressing and how it makes you feel physically, and kind of like in regards to, you know, if it makes you feel confident or anything like that, but also like really being mindful of like your sense of touch. Interesting. I also really experienced a very sharp pain in the bottom of my left foot during that entire meditation. And I feel like for some of you guys, it almost has to do with, I'm getting 2 different messages. It has to do with like kind of walking on coals or walking on eggshells, as well as maybe stepping off of your path, or stepping in the wrong direction, or stepping in a direction that you already know isn't good for you or isn't going to bring value. Interesting. So being mindful of where you're going, like physically in this physical world, and how that affects you, how your environment affects you, group number 3, okay? Let's go ahead and get into some tarot for you. This card wants to come out, and see what your guides want you to know right now, okay? Group number 3, we have the 6 of Shells with sentiment, and joy. I feel like group number 3, there's something here about really needing to tune into things. The energy of this group is very physical. I feel like there's really a need to excuse me, tune into nostalgia. Allow yourself to indulge in things that bring you nostalgia, whether it be TV shows or foods, maybe even places or people. I feel like that can bring you a lot of joy right now. Excuse me. I also feel like there may be somebody that you need to have a talk with. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a bad conversation. It could be a friend from the past that you have been thinking about, and there's a need to pick up the phone and call that person, or you're going to run into them. There's need for conversation here. Some of you guys may just need somebody to talk to. We have the 5 of Feathers with strategy and resilience. Somebody here like needs somebody to talk through a plan with, somebody to kind of strategize with. Somebody to go over the plans with. Some of you guys are maybe going to be coming into contact with somebody, maybe somebody from your past, that is going to end up being some sort of partner, business partner, maybe even like planning a vacation or a trip together, or collaborating to meet each other on vacation or something like that. Okay. We have the 8 of Shells with quest and renewal. You guys are going on a quest. I do feel like group number 3, There's somebody from your past coming back in, somebody that you haven't talked to in a very long time, somebody that maybe you thought you were never going to talk to again is coming in. For some of you guys, this could be a love interest, but I am also feeling for a lot of you guys, this is like an old best friend, like a best friend from high school or from kindergarten or something like that, that is going to end up playing a very significant role in your life right now. And you guys are going to go on an adventure together. That's what I'm really feeling here. You guys are going to go on an adventure together. The Star, peace and healing. This person's going to bring you a lot of healing, a lot of peace. It's somebody to talk to, somebody, you guys are going to be healing together. I love that. And we also have the 8 of Acorns with energy and results. Healing emotionally, and for some of you guys, there is like a building of a business or of a business plan, of a business contract, of something like that coming through here very strongly for you. The bottom of the deck, subconscious energy, we have the Ace of Feathers with mental clarity and foundation. Whoever this person is that's coming back into your life is going to really help you get very clear on what it is that you want and where it is that you want to go, what it is you want to create in your life, what kind of life you want to live. And I feel like a lot of that is just going to be through conversation, going out to lunch, having coffee, talking on the phone. This person may be long distance. You may have to travel to meet them physically, or you may already have somebody in your life that you have to travel to meet physically that you've been talking to, and this is your sign to go on that adventure. Okay. We have woman holding a heart. There's definitely some significance around this person coming in. Somebody that you used to be in love with, somebody that you used to be best friends with, somebody that was very significant in your life is coming back for round 2. We have number 44 on this card, and it was just 9:44 on the clock here. 44 may be very significant for you, which is also 8. Wow, which is also 8 in numerology. And we have the 8 of shells, we have the 8 of acorns, and we have the star, which is 17, which is 8 in numerology. So a lot of 8s and a lot of 4s. We have community. Yeah, there's something very, very significant about the people you're surrounding yourself with. Right now, group number 3, we have Angel of Love. You guys, surround yourself with love. Surround yourself with people that bring you happiness, that bring you joy, that you feel really understand you or connect with you on a deeper level. This is very significant, whether it's one person or whether you're finally finding your tribe. I love that. Let's pull some more cards. We have emotional desert with inactivity and isolation. Group number 3, you guys may currently be in this solitude, isolation, and it's time to come out of it. It's time to come out of it. And we have prosperity with abundance and success. You guys are stepping into a time of abundance. Abundance physically, emotionally, finding your tribe, finding your direction, finding maybe even a sense of purpose for some of you. We also have personal guide, guardian angel, and spirit family. Again, this sense of family, of community, of connection. Let's see what else for group number 3, please. Okay. We have opportunity. The world is full of opportunities waiting to be discovered. And enthusiasm. Life is always brighter when you wake up each day with the spirit of enthusiasm. There's a lot of positivity, a lot of opportunity, a lot of almost like doorways opening here for you, group number 3. Let's go ahead and see what else. Okay. Wow. We have energy blockage release. You're being called to explore the ability to locate, identify, and move stagnant or stuck energies within the body to heal pain and illness. I feel like there's a major release happening here for you, which is creating all of this room for the prosperity, for the success, for the abundance, for the community, for the love. We have appreciation. You guys are finally finding a sense of belonging. And third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, with the solar plexus, confidence, self-esteem, knowing your worth, knowing your value, feeling appreciated, feeling abundant, feeling worthy of love. Wow, I love this for you guys. Okay. We have the elementals with nature spirits and the 4 elements. I feel like everything is really going to be working in your favor. Like everything is going to be falling into place right when you need it. A lot of doors opening. If you are starting a business or a business plan, your guides want you to know that you're on the right path. And we have freedom, moving on and letting go. And this is number 4. This is that release, that blockage being released. Okay. Let's pull one final message for you, group number 3. One final message for my beautiful souls that tune into group number 3. We have prophets and ancient seers, decisions and predictive guidance. There's definitely something here where you are stepping into like divine timing, you're stepping into opportunity, you're stepping into like your destiny, stepping into maybe your dreams. Some of you guys, there's something here about stepping into who you knew you were meant to be, that you never allowed yourself to be before. Okay, but this is what I'm seeing for my beautiful group number 3. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please hit that like button, as it truly does help to support the channel, and consider subscribing if you feel called to do so. I thank you so very much for joining me here today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.